fast-paced maps in CSGO.
Apex with the shots down mid just to peek and see if anyone crossed over. No damage done as Nitro and Stewie do make their way over into the site at B, but it's NBK that holds toward the long cave, and Twist and Elise were there. Naf's backed off, though. I take that back. He's come back around. They've made noise. They're out middle, though. So this has to be a push from Liquid, and the hold from MBK, the one caveat for them is that the bomb is there. Even if they push and respond and go over toward B, the bomb could be caught. Apex can't engage. He has to back off, so a one-for-one trade still favors Vitality, but Liquid get away with it ultimately.
Yeah, they got Naf back towards the A side. That's important. Elise will patrol long. It's going to be the A finish, and Naf has to find a couple of kills there. You know he's capable, though. A little bit of damage here. That flashbang is going to do great work, and there's still a threat from long here as Naf tries to hold his own. RPK with a pincers surely gets both kills here. Apex will be able to give them the advantage. 3 versus 2. Nitro, so strong. He's seen the bomb being thrown across it. It's caught. That was risky to say the least, but it looks like it will be fine for now. As the plant comes in, Stewie can't deny.
Tries to get headshots. Oh, Nitro. Oh, that jump. After hitting one, sometimes momentum goes in your favor, and it's not going to stop for Nitro now because he knows they're on low HP. He knows his teammates done so much damage, but Vitality find the opening pistol for the second map in a row.
It was labored, but they get it done. Vitality in a 2 versus 1 there. It felt like Nitro had enough to get that first kill, maybe even the second, but Vitality will be winning the all-important pistol, but we know what happens next. The script reads at Liquid by the scouts. They'll get the CZ, and they'll win this second round. It's happened too many times at this tournament, and Vitality, they've got to hold on at this point. They've got to slow things down. No one commit to a choke point until your teammates are with you. They're going for the long rush here. Zywood to lead the charge. The flashbangs, it's going to catch them off. They've actually got the opening pick here. This is looking good. Vitality on their feet as they have long control as Twist isolated towards the pit. He'll drop a smoke and see if he can pick off a player here.
Quick shots. Alex backs away, doesn't want to overcommit to the play. Knows the rotations will certainly be happening, and this is exactly the situation. This is the first test on Dust 2 that they need to pass. They cannot let 2 scouts and MP9, the CZ win. And of course, Liquid's going to fool, my goodness. Of course they're going to force Sky because they're so encouraged based on the results against Vitality in the last map.
Well, at least they've kept 3 players towards A at this point. It is going to be a B finish from Vitality. You can see Alex patrolling towards middle. Only Stewie 2K can lock them down, but he has got the scout at the back. He's known for hitting headshots here. He might take the bait. Is he rotating towards the window? He has no one patrolling for him, so he is absolutely alone here. He spots him. He lands the first shot. Surely can't get a kill as they cross over, but they don't have a smoke. He could actually do something with this.
Kill isn't the important aspect. It's the tags. It's the tags so that the pistols and the MP9s and the Galils, when they arrive, can do the rest of the work, and he's only hit 1 so far. Nitro's been encountered, but it's so far from the site. Apex is so low, he's alone. He's just trying to buy time. Nitro's removed him, and they've got to get a move on. Alex goes out because he wants to finish that task, but they've got 2 players there now, and they're walking toward it. Liquid, I think, was even just holding for exits, but now they're absolutely going to go. RPK starts to check the door. Twist sneaks out above him, can't quite finish the job. In fact, barely got it started, but now an A to do damage, and he's going to get beyond the doors. He as well is isolated against Stewie.
I think they're going to save at this point. Team Liquid realizes the bomb too far gone. It is going to be Vitality fending off the force spike. It didn't look pretty, but they got the job done there. Pushing from T spawn, but Liquid has so much pressure. They're so deadly in these rounds, and I think that's the right call at that stage. Liquid will save 2 scouts here. They won't force buy into the next round, surely, but Nitro does have 4,300. They could have 2 scouts and an M4 if they really wanted to try and buy back here. There is enough on the table for them to justify it. We will see round 3 coming in very shortly. CZ purchase for Nitro. I don't think much else. Needs to be aiming for that early AWP as we get into the next hit. Vitality surely able to find the 3-0 conversion, but Stewie's been hitting this shot all week long. Alex gets a taste as he'll go down to 62 at the very start. Zywood, they're committing to this B rush. Oh, the CZ, not like this, boys. No. Never the B rush. Never the B rush. Don't ever do the B rush.
That's incredible because not only did he get 1 in the smoke, he switches sides. They go to counter him blindly, and he's able to pull the UMP, cock it, and fire away at yet another target. It's 2 remaining. As if they escaped the last test just barely, just narrowly, and they're going to fall this time? 32 and 33 HP for Apex and RPK. A scout, an AK, and Twist as well, who can seemingly use a pistol or a weapon in these situations, has the second scout for Liquid. Apex has to get this kill, has to find it to Nitro right now.
Oh, it's so tense here. RPK, he'll get the first interaction. He's done damage towards Twister. Oh my, no. It's going to be bombed down. It's actually happened here. Why have they rushed B when they know they're up against the eco, Alex? Alex.
I know, it's confusing. I get it. I'm confused as you are right now as to what's going on. Trust me, it's the mentality. It's not there. It's not like, okay, I'll give them one on overpass, where they were able to set the crossfires on the way through. Nothing was done wrong by Vitality there. Liquid hit good shots, but the rest have been a huge struggle. They aren't setting themselves up. In fact, they're designing themselves for failure. Rush B, that's what happens, and Liquid close it out to get 2-1.
The smoke down as well, it just didn't make sense. Take it, slow run the defaults. Yes, they've saved the scout, but you can pick them off. You've got rifles. Why do you make it so difficult? It's the tightest choke point on the map. You've decided to go through it when CZs could be on the other side. It's disastrous. Nitro did such a good job. Don't take anything away from him. Look at the flashbang work that UMP picked up as well. It's just beautiful to watch, but just a disastrous call from Vitality. They're going to have to be the ones forcing now.
This has to start tilting them as well.
I think it already happened on Overpass. It's just getting too frequent at this point.
You mentioned the coach as well berating them on perhaps this topic. Obviously, it would have been in French, but even still,
sure.
Don't think it's hard to discern body language in that situation. And it happens again. How do they recover? Because it's easy to forget the map behind you if things start off well, but when you make the same mistakes again, that's going to linger in your mind. Alex, big nade, down to 47.
Especially when you negated the second round. That was the force buy. They saved the scout. That was pretty much it. CZ as well, and that's the one you lose with the rush B call. It's just lazy in my opinion. When you call that, you gotta think smarter. And either way, we'll see them heading towards the A side. 3 players at the long position. Twist patrolling with the Galil. They do have a little bit of utility here. They're going for the A split. Bomb outside long. And here comes the flashbang. So Twist will be tested, but usually good for 1 or 2 kills in this position.
Is with the Galil. Headshot, Elige, nice little side flash as well.
Yeah.
Bounced off, goes underneath the wall on the other side, or past the curb, so he can still peek into it. Got Apex down. Naf with the assist, throwing out a second flash. That's why he looked away. And ZywOo and RPK left with very little confidence, I imagine, at this point to go long, given the success that Twist has found. He gets another onto ZywOo. And it's RPK down to buy Naf on the AWP.
Oh my goodness. Liquid don't seem to be missing anything at all. Vitality did force buy into the round, went for the slow, long take there. Just Twist waiting on the other side. But as you mentioned, he hits a lovely shot to kick things off. The perfect flashbang to push him back towards blue bin. It's stifling, it's overwhelming, and Vitality are left with no money left at all. It's going to be $2,000. Has to be the full eco at this stage as Liquid surely will take the lead, especially if they get damage like that done at the start. It's going to be ZywOo taking down to 19 as he drops out of T-Sport.
Nades toward the top of middle. ZywOo gets the brunt of it. Stewie's still peeking through, but Naf is there. And down goes the bomb, down goes RPK, ZywOo, and soon to follow Apex. MBK desperate at range, just calls the beast back, and Twist kills them both.
I love the fact he doesn't even try and get away from that scenario. He's like, you've had 18 shots on me. I'm just going to close this one out for you. Don't worry about it. They've got 3 AK-47s on the CT side. That is a scary prospect. The way they're hitting shots right now, it means they can actually take the game to Vitality. They can be pushing those positions, getting into those choke points, not letting them get comfortable in their default setups. And Matt, this is going to be even more of an arduous task. We've got a scout into the next gun round. So ZywOo, known as his superstar sniper, sure, but he's got the scout instead of the AWP. I don't know how he has massive impact on these gun rounds here. We're waiting for him to come online, and it's going to take some while yet, I would say. Surely the rifle would have been the better call here, but we'll see what he can do. Okay.
Don't know if they'll take that approach. Might not look too good on them when they have to report back to Vitality tomorrow morning. ZywOo fires back in. Smokes down both to cover the long position, and even still, Naf is able to find Alex jumping into the pit.
Well, there we go, 5 versus 3. Currently Liquid are on a 4-map win streak on Dust 2 big events here. So it doesn't bode well for Vitality after just getting absolutely manhandled on the first Stewie 2K looks destined for this third frag here, but doesn't have to go for it. Making noise, Apex hears it. They've got the bomb at the precipice of the A site. You can see Zywoo there, but pretty much alone. Has to cross with no smoke, and how they make this work, I don't know. Now Fly's on the bomb site here. Zywoo will have to show us some of that brilliant superstar potential.
To be held. Forgetting the fact that Gandalf is occupied, they just need to get it down to give themselves any chance. This is when Zywoo needs to step up. These are the rounds he needs to start finding. Didn't get them in the first game, and he's not going to get one this time. Naf, too quick when he peeks out in Apex, spraying in, trying to find 2 kills from the position named after the man we heard at the top of the show. Great for Valve to send a message. 24 more years? I'm absolutely for it. NBK, he doesn't have 20 more seconds in this round as Naf swarms onto him as well, and Liquid find their 4th.
Oh dear, oh dear. There will be 4 kills for Nafly there. Vitality can't catch a break as the money still dwindling, as Vitality now sat on about $3,500 per player. Will they be able to buy into this next one? I'm not so sure. It's Nafly just hitting absolutely everyone here. Remember, Zywoo entered this round of a scout. I'm just not sure that's going to be the weapon that's going to save the day against red-hot Team Liquid. You got to work out what's going to be the best possible approach here, and maybe the CZs is where they can have a little bit of luck here. Remember, against Na'Vi, the B rush is where Liquid actually gave up a couple of rounds there. The MAC-10 CZ combo, it definitely has the snowball effect. Double orb set up though, Stewie and Nafly. The lack of respect they started to show on Overpass. You'll see signs of that now starting to sneak into Dust 2 as they build momentum.
Alex. Back out off of Catwalk. So this ends at B. Smoke goes down and MBK leads. Dropped the bomb. No, he didn't. He took it with him. Didn't leave it in the tunnel, so he goes first in, and he actually gets Nitro down. Now they've got the Krieg. Stewie's inside with an AWP, and there's that many pistols in front of them. Almost would have been better to back out the window because Alex picks it up and can use it against the Malige. It's directly to his right. Alex finds Naf instead, gives the Malige a little more room, but finally, they might win a force buy. It might be Liquid getting something that they've delivered 4 times already in this series served back to them as the Malige starts his way back in at the very least by getting Alex down. But the bomb's still ticking. They're going to back away. 2 kits. Twist just goes to switch weapons. They're going to win this. Vitality finally get one of their own.
Like I said, that B bomb site, when you have the double orb set up and you miss a couple of shots, they are vulnerable, Team Liquid. They don't have the perfect CT side. This is where the side of the map seems to collapse to the pistols the most. And Vitality, yes, finally getting a bit of luck on their side now. 3 players to survive the bomb. Absolutely going off at this point, and it will be 4-3. A game where Liquid looked like they were just running away with it. They managed to get one back. A strong round now. They've got the AWP picked up for the first time on the T side. We'll see if it can start causing some damage here as we get into round number 8. It's 4-3 in the second map of this best of 5. Liquid on the CT forces currently in the lead. Double orb set as we brought out once again. MBK with that P250 is a common pre-fire. If you do check that position, you're likely to get the kill. And Stewie, yes, he hits one shot, but that's the pounce mentality there. That's what snowball really means. If you know he's got the orb at the back, you can definitely pounce on him and take him down together. And it will be round 8 here, and no initial damage exchange. Classic default from Vitality, as we have 3 players on the B side of the map. 4 Liquid and Twist getting ready in the pit.
We'll head towards the catwalk position. And the interest resumes in tunnels for RPK, who's waiting to see what information will be presented to him. B being the weakness in the last rounds. Liquid fortify it a little further with Elige over on that side, which means it's the 2 Canadians to hold out A, and very spread out they are now.
All that nade.
It's a good time. Barely does anything, really. It just caught Alex because it bounced rather than getting all the way around the corner.
Yeah, it's 3 people there. Could have done about 100 damage there. They're lucky they got away with just 25. Naf will drop the smoke at the 1-minute mark as the execution looks to be a bit of a ruse here, potentially. We will see. Zywoo has the bomb. It's Stewie 2K with the first. He loves to push that upper B tunnel, and now they're going back towards middle. It was a fake towards A, but they know it. Elige has the perfect position to shut this down.
He does, and they don't even have any idea as he looks through the boards. That calls out Nitro inside the smokes. Zywoo, he knows the run either side, but he's getting desperate to fire shots, almost at this point, to create distraction for Alex, but MBK's in A. He thinks they're clear to go back, but look where Twist is. Naf's cleared them. Now they're indecisive. They're stuck in middle. Twist is going to catch them. Down goes one, sneaks out, finds the other. Great setup from Liquid.
You've just been absolutely owned in that round. It couldn't have been more devastating for them. Liquid just had every facet of the map covered. Every push was successful. Every shot was delivered. And Vitality are left looking at 6s and 7s after that one. That's a difficult one to concede, Matt. That's one of the most heartbreaking rounds you can have. You've run a default and you've got nothing done. Everything fell apart. And Liquid keep all 5 players alive. Money still there for Vitality. Remember, they did win that partial buy with the B push. Whether they can bring out the AWP is yet to be seen. We'll have a look. MBK with 7K suggests they certainly will. But will they want to drop AKs instead? As we get into round 9 here, Vitality can't catch a break. Twist just pushing absolutely every position. This time it was long, and you can see they have no idea. But I love that from Stewie2K. As soon as there was any moment of doubt, he's pushing up a B with the AWP. Opening kill, funnels him towards middle. Twist's already got that information. It's just a beautiful thing.
They are looking very good tactically. We've always known the individual skills were there, and that's the other aspect, because even that seems to improve, but under Adren, we noticed it immediately. Don't forget that although it was an iBuyPower event that was very much used as a shape-up for the major, they beat Astralis to start off this year in the final of that, and people thought maybe it was signs of things to come. At the major, we saw a much slower pace, a more tactical pace.
Yes.
I almost think they focused too much on Astralis and took their eye off the prize, and on a dream run, knocked them out in the quarter, but it's been all Liquid this year ever since.
Here comes the Molotov. Naf has seen this all before. He repositions, trying to get that first pick. Spots the head of one, and he removes it. Alex thought he did enough there. The Molotov usually absolutely fine to remove the Opa, but it's going to be another opening kill for the North Americans here. And Zaiwu, who's held off by the utility, the smokes, the incendiaries, absolutely everything. It's MBK of the only chance of really having impact here as he waits towards the long smoke. Twist still in the pit, though, and they make their final push towards A. This is an actual commitment here. Nafly's flashed. Smoke goes down. Does he get the next kill? He can't. This is looking good for Vitality now.
Twist trying to find the opener. Knows there's more company at long, and MBK wins the duel. That was crucial, because now they don't have the side approach to the site. They have to go direct, and they may not even go at all. Liquid's going to back away. Vitality find number 4. The game stays close. It stays close off the back of 2 Force Buy wins, but this time Vitality has one of them. So bomb to go off, and it should remain as is because there's not a lot of money left over on the Vitality side to push. Just to go back to the point as well about Liquid adapting, the fact that they were in 4 of the Grand Slam finals, or Grand Slam eligible finals last year, 3 of them against Astralis, which they lost, the other being New York to Mouse Sports. That's how close they actually were when you really look at last year. They might not have got a win or any wins at all in Season 1 of the Intel Grand Slam. They were in 4 finals. That's as close as you can possibly get, but there's other teams in the history that have had problems in finals. TSM, who became Astralis, yes. Look what they went on to. On the other side of that, though, you have FaZe, who got beat in a major to Cloud9. They fell in Katowice to a team called Fnatic that wasn't what they used to be. They got rid of Golden after that, and they haven't been back since. They were getting upset, and they crumbled, and they've never recovered. It takes a lot of mental perseverance, and Liquid has showed that to be where they are.
Yeah, absolutely. The core remains the same, and the results seem to be getting better and better. We will see now the next round come through. It's going to be another default here from Vitality. Long seems to be the best protocol. They are managing to get some movement towards that side of the map, and especially towards shore. After conceding the first frag, they bounced back and made it theirs. 4 players in middle. Short focus once again. Nafly, remember, got that opening kill, but now Zaiwu, AWP, still yet to see him do anything remarkable in this final so far. 3 players pushing up, and Elysian Naf on the site this time. Stewie2K, he'll be watching the middle doors. They have got a bit more manpower on the A side to defend this time.
Stewie waiting as well with the gap toward Catwalk, if anything for information, but with 3 players already by, Elige and Naf are on alert. Twist more passive this time as well toward Pit, but a very slow round so far.
You can see how scared Apex is of the flank potential. They've realized they've got no one in B for the last 20 seconds or so. We'll have to hope that's enough. A commitment coming through. French teams have always been good at these A executions, isolating AWPers with the incendiary. Nafly knows this will do damage, and he's timed it well.
They aren't necessarily going just yet. So Nitro has time to consider otherwise, but with multiple smokes down, including a key smoke at the corner of Long, Naf is forced to take the op to the car, and on it, even to try and see above. Elise is down. They know that Naf is there. He'll use the smoke on his own to try and get away, but that means Twist has to win the doors, and he does exactly that. Great identification. Not only got MBK, he moves out to give his teammate coverage to make sure Naf can get safety on the op, and this brings Nitro back into it.
This is where Zai will be tested. Certainly capable of winning this round, but he has to hit some glorious shots with the sniper rifle here. 18 points of health and 3 to find, and there's players all around him here, but the first should be his, no problem. Does the trade come through, though? It absolutely does. RPK, nothing to do with this one. As soon as he kills this player, the defuse should come in, but the jump shot potential is there. He'll have to go for it, surely. P250, it's not going to work out for him, and there it is. Team Liquid will win the round. Did he know where the bomb was planted? He seemed to be jumping to the right.
He jumped on the wrong. It was planted by the box, so maybe there's a chance his backside shows, but it was always going to be a better chance to jump
Surely,
an elevator.
You just jump up, full spray on the AK, give it a go, at least burst fire on the Glock, anything really.
And you would have had time, as was seen, for two jumps
yep.
because the first one was off.
So he wasn't completely out of that scenario. Sure, it was unlikely you get the kill there, but at least give it a go. The communication on the bomb plant, I'm not 100% sure as to what happened there, but he didn't seem confident in his position. A little bit of damage there on the cross with the Krieg as MBK faces long with the AWP, but the off angle will deny him the first kill. Now Fly, Incendiary to push him back, surely. Oh, MBK, he's willing to take damage here. Down to 50 he goes. He'll have to hold on to that orb now. As Elige is ready for the first. Doesn't hit the shot though. You can see they make up for their mistakes. Not quite as deep as he'd like, but it's fine to retreat. And now, MBK tagged up. Once again, they focus towards short. It's the B bombs that they've had the most success in terms of breaking the defense of Nitro and Stewie by catching them off guard with those pistols. 3 players towards A once again. 1 minute 10. In terms of utility, Vitality are actually fully equipped here. B split could be on the cards.
Zaiwu does lead the way for his team at 7 and 6, just to note, but we still haven't seen the impact that we had yesterday, certainly at various stages in this event. Bad nade timing.
No.
Oh, it's a stat.
Oh, no.
Oh, they could almost go down.
Ouch.
Alex on 14, Apex on 33.
Oh.
Give it up. They can have catwalk. Let's go elsewhere, boys.
We'll leave that one alone for now. Move on to somewhere else. Oh my goodness, it's going to be an exchange of weapons here. The low HP players given the AWPs, and now it's MBK trying to just fake out towards A. It looks like a fake to me. He'll jump down and hopefully find a player towards that spawn position. The smokes are decent here. They will go for that B split we mentioned before, and that's the shot we needed. And now it's confusing. Nitro, he needs multiple frags here, only good for one. There's actually a strong chance they can do this here, but there's so much available. Zaiwu, does he get through the window? Just about, and that's going to be the round. Alex with 2 frags from the door. Zaiwu taking all the attention there. It wasn't clean, it wasn't pretty, but it gets the job done. Vitality thinking quickly on their feet there.
And that's starting to become the story of this map, because the rounds that Liquid are winning, they look so good in. Taking the whole map away, winning out construction positions and map control at long, but yet we're at 6-5. Vitality are inching into this game, and they're giving themselves a chance. If this starts to turn and Zaiwu does come online, we've got a very different scenario.
He's been hit again through the door. Zaiwu is getting battered and bruised with Stewie 2K. He seems to be the master of that pick right now. And they're good at committing as well. It's a scary idea from Vitality, but it's working out for them as they do find 2 quick kills. It's a 5 versus 3, and surely that's the end of the chaos. Stewie will be at the back of B with the scouts, and he is very, very good at that weapon, but still, multiple kills just doesn't seem possible if more than 2 bodies enter.
Line of sight removed by the smoke. He got the first shot, did do damage to Alex. Zaiwu capitalizes. AK for Nitro. I think that means this round is over. No further action other than to hunt, and that means 6-6. So now we're really getting into the thick of it for Vitality. Half on the Deagle. He can go protect. What I mean by that is get aggressive, get closer over to where the T's are positioned and see if he can get the information and make sure his teammate's safe. He's gone. But Nitro knows they're too far away to do anything with this round. Or at least his gun, I should say, for the next one. Dust 2 we knew was going to be close. We've said in the history of it, it's always been a French map.
Oh yes, definitely.
But Liquid are so solid. It's an individuals map, really. And these guys can go toe-to-toe. There's no question. Even with the strategy that Vitality want to bring, they can match that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The map pool is quite a tantalizing one for Team Liquid here. I'd say they've certainly got the upper hand. If you look at the maps and break them down, Overpass convincing, 16-6. Dust 2, we find ourselves splitting the difference, 6-6 now. But I need to see Vitality string some rounds together. It's Inferno up next, and we know how strong Liquid can be on that map. So, 3-0 on the cards, but Maybe Vitality can pull this one back at this stage. ZywOo with the AWP, a difficult buy for the North Americans who take a timeout on their side. No orbs available this time. That's their favorite stance, the double orbs. They'll be down to just the, I say down to just, there's the M4, M4s, and Nitro with the AK-47. A couple of kits and a change of setup required here. They have focused heavily towards long and sometimes putting 3 players towards B. Be interesting to see whether they want to maybe go for a push here, maybe try and get some more map control as we saw before.
So back underway. The only op is in the hands of ZywOo, and we'll see if he can find anything at mid. As you say, they continue to pick at him. They're bullying him on the way by. So he hit the shot on the scout last time, and he couldn't catch anyone. He was close. He was just above the target, so the timing was right, but accuracy guess was off. Smoke at the corner of long. Twist is going to go aggressive on that, but watch the catwalk because they've got 3 players there already.
Well, here we go then. 3 players are short. A faster approach here from the French, knowing the AWP might not be available. It's a very good call. They're trying to get that opening kill. You know MBK is going to hit that one, but Nafly, he might be able to get a couple himself. He's bursting away. They keep things equal, but I'd say this is quite the advantage for Vitality. That frag has to come in for Stewie. He's done considerable damage towards Alex here. Flashbang, in he goes. Does he make it through? Not quite. Alex escapes.
Impressively. But so does Stewie, with information that he's gone toward middle, which means he can take catwalk, and Stewie still has 100 HP. More benefit, I would say, to having Alex alive, because now he goes back to watch that exact position, knowing he would head that direction as well. But Naf and Twist together, together, and with precision, they catch them off. Apex forced to push the smoke, no other option, and it's the 7th for Liquid.
Well, there it is. Twist once again delivering in this grand final. 3 kills to his name. Vitality, they've been running very slow default so far. I like the fact they changed the pace. It was actually a really good call. They know the money's low on the Liquid side. They don't have to face off against those AWPs. They have a bit more freedom, not so much execution potential required there. And it does work out. They get the initial frag, but Twist, he finishes things off. Nafly backing him up. We saw the burst fire coming through, and it's actually a very convincing round in the end. And Stewie 2K could have made it a bit easier, but he kind of cleanly got the kill in lower B, but still managed to stay alive. And now they have the AWP once again, as ZywOo has the long spawn. He's going for the pick here. Does he have time to get it first? He has certainly got a chance, but will be pushed back and dissuaded by the incendiary. Takes no damage, and we go back into a default.
Flash goes through. From the drop spot. People playing this increasingly more passive, but he's going to step out wide while the flames were there. Now there's the likeliness of a further Molotov in his direction, so it gets away from it. But look at the response. If you're going to posture on catwalk and try and take the site, this is a great answer to it. Smoke down, boost behind it, try and get damage in, and damage they'll get. Apex down to 52 on sprays through the door. 20 years of CS is a hell of a drug. My brain on CS loves it. Naf loves it too as he gets back out, and that's dopamine addiction if I've ever seen it, because instant reward on the shot. ZywOo down. Alex goes for the drop, but Elise certainly ready for it. And a counter smoke CT. They'll sit underneath. They'll concede the plant at this point, but play for the retake. And I think they're even expecting that there might be presence B, so watch the reaction once the bomb is down.
Well, here we go, a 5-on-3 retake. If the AWP was up, they'd have a real chance of pulling this one off. Vitality with no utility. We'll have to try and fend off one of the best teams in the world right now. MBK looking down towards spawn.
This could be huge. There's 3 there. They started to back off with the mid-smoke. They got confused. They didn't know where it went. And they know now where MBK was. Drops in. And it's suddenly a very different round as RPK gets aggressive. Nitro may have turned it just enough. Apex and Elise while moving. He's got more still. Oh, the damage was so close. So close, but Liquid get away with it.
How?
And I think get away is the word. They thought that was still going B.
I think you're absolutely right. It looked like that flashbang towards CT spawn was good for 3 frags. It gets 2.5, but still Liquid hold on, and it's not going to matter too much unless Vitality pick that round up. It's going into round 15 next. The money is not really a massive talking point on the CT side of this stage. What a wonderful maneuver, a great idea. It was the last bit they had. I can't believe Apex hit that shot, by the way. Wow. 1 bullet. It almost was the perfect storm to bring that round in their favor, but it doesn't come together. They get the plant, they get the extra cash, and CZs, MAC-10s, and 3 rifles are the chosen weapons to push long.
Well, push, but Twist is down to 17. The speed this time, 17, and he still goes. He knows he's got his trusty companion beside him, and it's going to be a Liege to go back out. So much damage done. Even he's got to back away, though, close to the wall, and hope the smoke can save. It doesn't, and Alex capitalizes. A bit of overcommitment from Liquid, you have to say.
Yeah, they didn't have to be part of that at all. The fact they got the opening kill there suggested they could fall back, but they heard the MAC-10s. They were getting the bloodlust there, as still they need to cross over, though. There's still a chance for Nitro to get a couple of kills. As Stewie, he has pushed towards upper B. A gap in the smoke yields nothing for Nitro and everything for ZywOo. That should be it in the 4 versus 1. Stewie has the smoke. He can extinguish that if he wants to, but we'll wait and see if any players push towards his position.
And this is really the half of immovable objects meets unstoppable force, because Liquid's defense looks incredible. It looks like you possibly couldn't do anything to break it, and yet Vitality just keep picking rounds up. We're going to be within 1 again if Stewie can't clutch this. 34 HP gets Apex down. Chance in it, even though it's the M4 and the low HP with the HP on the other side, but not with a shot like that coming back out, and it is 8-7 at the half.
Well, this is the pick of the French, and they're looking much better, but it's going to take a lot more than that to find 16 at the top of the scoreboard. Will they be able to do it? You're going to have to find out.
Up at 8-7.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. It's been an exciting grand final so far, and Vitality finally have something to show as we get to the second half. Just 1 round in the lead. 8-7 for Liquid. Now on the T side, have P250 in the hand of Naf. They have 2 smokes and flashbangs available. We'll see RPK pushing towards those long doors, but he has been spotted.
Shots and crossfires. Stewie, the answer. Oh, no, he's not. Oh, no, he's not. He was flashed. That is a fantastic flash from Apex. RPK walks out and gets 2 when he's standing between them, and ZywOo follows it up to get a Liege. This time they might actually get both pistols in the map. And that means they get to start the second half, which they did not get on Overpass, as Nitro finds himself in a 1-on-4.
I think you might be right there. Nitro will have to go reclaim the bomb, and it seems that the damage has been done. Even though he was spotted, it was RPK that manages to push all the way towards long, get 3 kills, and at this point, Nitro surely can't get the plant down. That's as good as he's ever going to get at this stage. He works towards middle, but it looks like the job is done, but there's been so many pistol victories for Vitality in this tournament. We'll see if they can hold on to this one. It should be absolutely fine. Nitro with a smoke or 2 flashes. We'll just try and farm some cash here with 35 seconds remaining.
Slow and sure. 27 seconds and a lot of ground to cover. He'll be spotted by ZywOo immediately. Low HP, that'll bait out the player from the car. RPK stands up. He's an automobile man himself, and now it's 8-8.
Well, there we have it. I don't think we'll see the force spike from Liquid in round number 2, considering they can get the AKs out in the 3rd. But here's RPK, balls of steel, as he pushes out. I don't know how Stewie didn't get him. You can see the perfect flashbang from his teammate. It might have been overwhelming. It does actually get both. You can see him a little bit of rage coming through there, but holding on to it. We'll just take the eco here. A couple of deagles spotted, and a fast B split could be on the cards here. Ideally get a bomb planted, but it's difficult. A lot of teams focus towards short as well, just to get that short plant in. And this is the rounds that Vitality have given up so much before, but with no armor, no nades, I don't think they'll be giving this one to Liquid. Surely not.
Half drops in, ZywOo catches him. Alex turns around. They're keeping the distance in their favor. Maybe they've finally broken the crutch by winning one of their own 4 spies. Maybe that's all they needed. Apex sitting back with Alex behind the door. They've even got a great crossfire established should they try and go through middle. Just Glocks left, and Twist gone means a Liege rather at Nitro. And walking over to A, where they'll be found by ZywOo. Great hold, and not only did they win it this time, they do it with all 5 players staying alive.
Well, the next round will be the all-important test, as the rifles do come out, and here we go, just to give you an idea as to how ZywOo hasn't really showed up to this final so far. He has lost 3 out of 3 of his opening duels in this map so far. That hasn't happened all tournament. So it's a difficult one for him. Maybe just feeling a little bit rattled up there, but still 17 kills. Finding those, no problem. We'll see now we get into the rifle situation. Focusing on the Kriegs here. 3 of those at the very start. Stewie 2K. Oh, significant damage there towards Alex. It is a slow round here from Liquid. They have the smokes and flashes, but no Molotovs available. I think maybe a long take eventually might come through, but they have slight mid-control here as Nafai still holds towards that car. It's MBK solo on the A side. He's got the scout. This is a bit of that bonus situation we discussed before. Not upgrading the SMGs. You can hold off the rifles in this round. You're off to a flying start, and you'll have a great financial foundation going forward.
Just to note as well, ZywOo is now up to 17 and leading all fraggers. He's starting to come online, and that could be a concern. On the other side in this map, Stewie, who's normally so good in the B site, that was a lot of the issue. Just to note in the first half, only has 4 kills. Speaks for both sides, and the score as Vitality take their first lead. Deep into a map. Apex identifies that they're coming toward B, wants to get close, wants to get flashed out, tries to look for a headshot on the MP9, but it's Nitro with distance. Bomb drop temporarily. ZywOo thought he could get back inside of the site, but they already lost the door. That said, they still have to recover that bomb, and Naf, as much as he's trying to hold off MBK, is sacrificial in this position. Luckily, they get away and they get back inside of the site. Smoke gone, he actually gets Elige to help him, and RPK is the last alive. Could strike on mid, but for now is going to sit and hope that he walks into his own death.
Well, there it is. Pretty much the perfect B split. Those 2 smokes go down perfectly, and I'll see RPK now with just a FAMAS.
Stewie didn't see him. Stewie crossed and looked middle, didn't see him. Naf might walk out and not check this. Yeah, absolutely. So that's 1 more gun down. And he'll try and retreat tunnels, baits away the noise, actually started running that direction, and Elige goes chasing, thinking he was up the stairs. He's still on the spot. That's 2 guns down. That's important in this situation, because the round was already gone.
The round was gone. RPK does get 2 and keeps them in contention for the next round. He gets $4,900 total going forward. There is a buy there. Remember, it's the bonus round we call it these days when you have all those residual SMGs up against the initial rifles. It was the B split, a wonderful one at that, and Apex did what he could. The flashbang from his teammate wasn't quite enough to catch Nitro. He ends up getting those great sequence of kills. And the scout for Naflight on the T side now. No damage done on the cross. And it's going to be a FAMAS for MBK. And a lower B focus from Team Liquid here. That's where the bomb resides right now, on the back of Elige. They sent 4 players towards long at the very start there from Vitality, anticipating the long take, but didn't get it, and it's cost them a lot of utility, and they've got no kits here now.
Elige twists. ZywOo, good angle. Tough one to get out of, though, and he doesn't even find the opener. They want to respond. They know the twist is low! Very low, and the tag steps up. It rolls straight over top of Liquid as RPK gets back in. And he's not done because MBK holds off to catch Stewie on the other side of the map. RPK is going to rotate back and try and beat Alex to Naf, but either way, it's Vitality with the round.
That's a bit of old school RPK right there, ready and raring to go at the short position. They lose the initial frag, and you thought like that was going to be it. Liquid could just run away with that one, but no, he finds the opening kill, gets the low HP players, and 3 kills in total come through. This is certainly going to be the replay here. They all line up. Twist was the one that was damaged by ZywOo. RPK holds on with 15 HP. And there it is. It will be Vitality taking the lead on the CT side of Dust 2 here as we go 10-9. Opening kill for MBK. Up against just the Eco here. No arm up. A few Deagles and P250s. And it's Stewie 2K to go down. So, like I said, short, normally the focus these sort of rounds, you sometimes can get a bomb plant if you can flash over enough and snipe all the CTs back. But I don't think with the setup they have right now, they'll get much done unless the Elige hit shots like that.
Careful, ZywOo. Stuck at Goose. Good Molotov. Because it buys him space, and that's all he needs. He can't be rushed down by pistols. That's much more like it. Much better use of utility to buy themselves the room they need. And it's Vitality now stretching their legs and getting a 2-round lead at 11-9.
Absolutely true. Round 21 coming through. Still no AWP on the T side. Maybe not even for ZywOo yet. As we'll see him actually stay alive here. No problem at all. Strong finish from him. So no sniper rifle spotted as we get deeper and deeper into this second half now. Krieg for Stewie 2K, the rest on AK-47s. Well, they want to change the pace up here. Defaults haven't really worked out too well for them so far, but it's Elige and Nitro now making their way towards the mid doors. Apex on the other side, close range, and vulnerable to Molotov, which will be thrown. The spam follows it up, and he does get out. It costs him almost half his health, but that's a difficult position to play, and it will cost him half his health.
MBK with the flashback out for his own peak. Oh, he saw it, but wasn't sure how to approach the situation, and probably best to back off because there was a second player there that could have peeked onto him. But it's information, at least for now, and Apex will rotate back over toward the B site. The double up at long. ZywOo drop in mid on catwalk. There's room to work middle on the T side. And the counter push is going to come through. Apex and MBK are starting to go through the tunnels because they're aware that with mid so possessed right now by Liquid, that might be an opening. Good hold from Stewie. Just got back there in time, but it's the Krieg spray that evades him, and Apex gets back inside of the site.
Well, there it is. Zywoo had to drop down, though, however. A site is technically open right now. Zywoo's got his work cut out for him. Only got the M4 here, looking for heads as they cross over. Can he find anything at all? We better believe he can. That's going to be a lead going down here, repositioning towards the A round. Zywoo coming into his own, but it might not be enough here. RPK needs another stunning performance, and there's two low HP players, but not for long. 3 versus 1 now. Apex, top of middle, with just one flashbang, and it looks like he's given up on the round. He holds top of middle at this stage. Could have been the shot. He had it lined up, and Naflied ready and waiting. Nice maneuver there from Team Liquid, and recovering, considering their HP was so low, it looked so convincing towards the end.
It may not, hypothetically, it may not have mounted to much, but the nade damage on top of the site, the low HP players, Naf got the kill at the right time because the player at long for Vitality could have done significant damage further onto those two on the site. So back to within 1. This game doesn't really give me an indication right now. Liquid's looked so good at times. Vitality's looked great. Certainly already on the CT side, they're impressing, but it can go either way. I think economy is what swings this. I think it's going to be one crucial money round, and that's going to crack it wide open.
They have the option here to bring out a Zywoo AWP. Alex has already called for a force buy from what I can tell. This is going to be indicative as to where this game is heading. Will they be able to pull a round back with not very much at all? As an MP9, Apex down to $100. Alex, Deagle Armor down to 200. There's the AWP. It is coming out. Zywoo will have to stand tall in this round, as Liquid will have not a single sniper rifle available to them. This is such a scary moment for the French. As we get into round number 22 here, everything on the line. This could cost them a couple more if they let this round slip by.
We're just a second too late to spot Stewie. Might have been able to get him through the door when he landed. Bomb waits in tunnels this time, and Apex is alone. They've doubled up the mid door. And Zywoo again, the timing. Luckily, MBK there. And not only that, he's there on a pistol now, upgraded to an AK. And watch out, because even though there's a smoke down, they're trying to possess Catwalk. Remove, twist, and what a shot from Zywoo back in B, because the bomb is dropped. Nitro nearly caught on that as well. He's alone, though, and they know where he is. And this could be clever. They don't necessarily have to fully sell this back toward A, because that means crossing middle, and they know he has an AWP. They could play with Zywoo here. There's time enough to do so, but it looks like they're just going to commit to it. And he's got the cross.
Will he hit this? He has no idea.
Yes.
It's very well played. Very, very well played. The awareness there from Nitro. You have to look at the ground and crouch and you won't be spotted. Zywoo has no idea if it's going back towards A, but he seems to be at least choosing that side of the map.
Nitro's brain has become every bit as big as his skill, because he just out-styled, and Twist steps over. They knew exactly where Zywoo was the whole time. He read that so well. As soon as it was the op and they got the bomb out, he played that perfectly.
Twist with 4 kills again. And that was the all-important round. Vitality put everything on the line there. The AWP, SMGs, and pistols, they managed to trade out kills here, but Twist just holds on for way too long for them. Battling tooth and nail towards short. The double spray down there. The MAC-10 coming out to farm some cash. Naf knows he can actually cause a massive amount of damage here. He's going to go towards long. He'll probably fully commit to this, considering he's got the MAC-10. He wants to get close range. Actually, ready and waiting. They are going to flash over and try and send CTs in his position, and he couldn't be more ready and waiting for them. First kill is his, but he takes significant damage.
Twist back in for yet another. A crack at more kills, and he will find Zywoo. Watch the push through. Nitro. Okay, did he catch Apex? He did. Alex is still there, though! And Naf, it's good nights. Give him a little more money, but Liquid trying to take the lead, have Stewie 2K to catch him when he gets back to the site. It's style, but that's all. Let's give the benefit, though, as they come back into it. Alex has already bought the op, and if not for that, they would have been able to buy a glass cannon, but they wouldn't have had 2, that's for sure. And Zywoo gets it thrown over to him. Could they buy a second, or is that the same? I think it's the same.
It's the same one. I don't think they had the AWP at all. So that's actually a very beneficial knife. If that leads to a round victory with Zywoo getting 2 kills off that AWP, that knife is actually everything. Well, there we go. Round 24, we set the scene. Stewie 2K on the sniper this time. It'll be the short boost, looking towards lower B. ZywOo looking to open things up here, but look at the pace. Oh, it's going to be a nice trade, though. ZywOo will stay alive here. Does he want to drop down or stay committed as the Molotov will be delivered? It goes to his position. He has to fall back. We saw this from Nafly earlier. Pretty much the exact same sequence.
Now that knife matters. Now that knife is huge because he has the AWP and the armor. Apex could have dropped an AWP over, but he would have had no armor himself. It's 2 kills to start it off already. RPK drops down, but ZywOo's still alive. And look at the movement. Look at how dynamic he's being. 2 on catwalk. He's going to actually flank the same position now with an AWP. He's already out middle. Twist has cleared the A site, but here he comes, and Stewie has bomb. They have no idea. He's inside of the Molotov, and the bomb goes down. He can hold it. All to do for Twist in a 1-on-2. Oh. Starts it. More time he takes on that shot, the more likely it is he gets counter-peeked. He knew it. I'm surprised he didn't actually reset that, but he stays out confidently, and MBK drops him.
We did say if that knife kill leads to ZywOo AWP kills, it's absolutely everything. ZywOo gets 3 in total and ties things up. It doesn't break the back financially of Liquid, but it's certainly getting there. That's a great shot to kick things off here, and ZywOo starts to show us that superstar potential of the AWP. We get to see it on Dust 2. It's their map pick. They want to avoid the 2-0 here in this best-of-5 grand final. It hasn't been as much of a nightmare. They haven't lost to as many pistols this time. They're holding their own. And we're starting to see some of that star potential, that's for sure, as we take a timeout. Third one used here on the Vitality side. We really want to try and string some rounds together. It's 12-12. After losing 3 rounds in a row, they do break the streak. Money's still not great on the CT side after coming down to quite a close affair. RPK will be down to just the MP9. Alex with the AUG, one of the few players still using the weapon. M4s for Apex and MBK as we get into the next round, ladies and gentlemen. Stewie 2K so good at finding damage on the cross. Nothing found this time. He's going for a B pick instead. He has that AWP. He's looking for anyone getting on that platform here. It's the incentive to open things up, and he knows the player's close range. Dodges the initial bit of utility there. Does he get any opportunities? I don't think so.
ZywOo, good find again onto Elige. It's looking increasingly like the skip. Oh, hang on. ZywOo back out. It looks like Vitality might get the advantage in this because this is the money round I was talking about. This is Liquid starting to run out, and it's going to be 13 for Vitality. ZywOo has become the difference. He has enabled himself. It is Dust 2. You'd expect it eventually, but
oh no.
Twist. Oh, well, forces himself out. Let's see if we can run down Alex instead because RPK is there to help him. High HP on the first, and it doesn't even go that far as he comes out with the MP9.
That is much better from Vitality. Finally, they get a clean round. They take the lead. They've broken the money, and it's going to be 13-12 overall. The double AWP set up there. That was a difficult one for them to pick up as well, considering RPK only had the MP9 there. He does absolutely everything he could at that stage. They go blow for blow and manage to keep everyone alive as well. As we go into round number 26, should be the full eco here from Liquid. Can't really justify much else. They're going to have a Deagle, a P250, that's about it. A smoke and a flashbang, and a long take coming in from Liquid here. The AWP is there, ready and waiting. Flashbang will be thrown over, and at that point, they'll try and take him down, but not before the HE does a load of damage here. Big spray now, potential for the tag once again. There's 4 on the board as he keeps finding more and more kills. He's going to edge himself towards the top of the scoreboard. Almost there. 23 kills to his name. It's ZywOo at the top with 26. That's been the difference maker as Nafly trying to just get 1 more kill in the round. Not going to happen. RPK with the ace.
What a time to get it as well. It's against an eco, but even still, Vitality are coming alive. 14-12. This map guarantees that Mirage comes into the series as well after Inferno, and all in for Liquid. This is it. They don't win this. I can't see a world they win this series. I say that, mind you, against the anti-eco situation that Vitality has presented us with, but they look a little better on Dust 2 against them.
It's Stewie 2K that hasn't arrived on this particular map. He's currently sat on 8-17. He's picked up the sniper. He's tried to hold off the flanks, and nothing seems to be going in his direction. Twist still delivering. He posted incredible numbers on the first map. He currently sits on 25-15. It will be another tactical timeout here as Vitality are 1 round away from map point. This is their pick, and they can tie the series up in this best of 5 if they can close it out. But that's going to be still such a tall order. Even when you get to 15, it's difficult to finish off a game against Team Liquid here. 5 AKs though, no snipers, and MBK looks towards T-Spawn. He won't challenge completely. He's looking for anyone crossing over. Stewie to lead the charge towards long.
Read it and get the cross toward the dumpster, but he has nades thrown against him. Doesn't spread. They may not check this. He's left alone. Two, surely. Oh, he doesn't get Alex. How? Alex was in the air. Nitro at least makes amends with that and pulls one back. But look who's taking the advantage of this.
Yes.
Twist is already out cat.
ZywOo is towards long. He has the AK-47 now, so he has to patrol that position. He can't really challenge at this stage. Bomb will be planted. Retake coming in from CT spawn. It's MBK with a sniper here. Does he go for any jump shots, any antics? Nitro should have a clean kill here. There it is, one ball as they keep coming in. Headshots delivered. It's the round for Team Liquid. Two players surviving. Surely an AWP recovered as well. It's the long take that's very successful. They thought they Molotov'd that blue bin, and they didn't check it. It cost them one kill. It looked like Alex actually recovered the situation, but then the trade came through, and that's when Twist could really capitalize. Once he gets up on the A side, that's when the round really was done. Scout for Nafly here.
It's an interesting call. Go for that instead. Confident call as well, because NBK is sitting and watching, and Apex very quickly to the mouth of B. Nade in instead, but passive so far from Liquid everywhere else. Kill totals, 27 ZywOo, 26 Twists. The third is RPK, and the benefits of him coming in with an ace and a 4 kill rounds have been evident.
He's got great control of long as well. He's been really fantastic at anchoring in that position. He keeps pushing them back and finding multiple kills. It's towards short they go once again. This time ZywOo not as present with the AWP. He sits to the car just to back up RPK a little bit more. Baiting it towards middle, it's Alex. Apex will be the one to do the heavy lifting for him, try and set him up for the alley-oop. And ZywOo, he always hits these shots. Not this time, apparently. Narrowly misses out on it, gives up his position, and now has to go back towards the side.
We've seen this setup before in middle. It was when they had the advantage, and it was when they had SMGs. No peek from Apex. They want them to commit to the door instead. So much potential for Alex to push through that door as well, with all 5 Liquid players in one spot, all working out. Anyone dropping down? Indeed there is. ZywOo spotted it. That means he can get ready for it. Position accordingly, but Twist beats him to it. Not ready for Alex to come back through, but Elige is. He gets the trade. A 3-on-3 with RPK still too long, the other 2 coming from B.
This is a difficult retake now. Shots not landing. NBK with the AWP on the retake. Apex coming in from CT spawn. They have 2 flashbangs, a couple of kits available, but it looks like Liquid have a massive advantage. At least not missing many shots now. That's Apex hitting the deck. NBK with the AWP, not the ideal weapon. As soon as you miss one, they're going to jump on top of you just like that. RPK's been fantastic throughout, but he can't find the shots this time. It's Liquid with 14. They tied things up. The money is broken, and Vitality once again have to make that decision, Matt. Do they sink or swim? Do they buy into this round and try and deny map point for Liquid? Or do they take the eco and give it to them? I don't know what the call is here. They have $2,000 on 4. Apex with 5K. He could drop the AWP. They could do it all over again.
We said it would be one round that sways the money. Both teams have survived setbacks late in this game, but Liquid, if they lost that, would be facing map point without any money. Vitality could be playing for overtime, or, as you say, it would be a desperate force. Apex is the one that makes you think about it because of his money situation. The rest are not that close.
The way ZywOo is playing right now, if you truly believe in your superstar, you want to give him that AWP, he's going to buy himself some armor. That's what, oh my God, they're doing it. They are doing it. The AWP is coming out. They are going for broke, ladies and gentlemen. I can confirm. They're going to fight with everything they possibly can here. It's being purchased. Vitality are relying on their superstar ZywOo to carry them through this round. We'll see if it can be done. He's got to challenge T-Spawn. He's got to go for it. And Stewie will take him down.
That's huge. That is massive. They're on a 3rd round bonus. He elected not to go with armor. It turns out it doesn't even matter because Stewie hits him straight up. They'll have a force left in the last, but it may not and get that far because Apex has recovered. And RPK, again, is unbreakable as he hits another one with the deagle. Apex is ready for the cross. Good second smoke.
Oh!
Nearly got the timing. And Alex knows they're on the site. AK to work with. Great Molotov from Team Liquid.
He just threw his smoke as well. That's going to be a little bit frustrating for him. Oh, here we go. A boost behind the smoke. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely massive. It delivers. Stewie 2K goes down. This is for map point, remember. They bought him with just the AWP, and it could be enough. Down to the 2 versus 2. Both CTs down in spawn.
And they know that because it was off the boost where they showed presence last. Good identification to swing out on quad as a result of it. And it's the AWP that is still in this round. 56 and 100, no kits, no armor, no nades. Just a whole lot of hope as they try and work back up toward the site. Crossfire is extremely potent as they get closer as well. Nitro has the first. Twist is ready to swing. Apex even goes for the jump, makes noise. He's up and ready. Twist finds 2. Liquid find map point.
It was an exciting round. It felt like it had potential, but it falls apart at the seams in the final moments there. The AWP shot down by Stewie 2K. It's recovered from Apex, who actually manages to land a couple of magnificent shots, but still Nitro strong as ever, and this crossfire just impossible. Twist ready to actually take him down there, and now they'll have such a weak buy as we get into the next one. We will see round 30 here. 3 AWPs on the cross. It's MBK to be tagged up, and Stewie to watch the long position. He does get smoked off, falls back here. Surely they'll throw a couple of these orbs away. Yes, just gonna stick with one here. Round 30, money doesn't matter anymore. They could find the 2-0 right here, right now. Vitality with SMGs and 3 rifles to deny. The good boost, though.
If Liquid do this, it means not only do Vitality need a reverse sweep, they would have to win on Vertigo.
Yes, that's a very good point.
The conditions of that are pretty incredible, so this is massive if Liquid are able to pick up this round.
RPK in those long doors again. He has been a menace for them. It's the short default once more. RPK, does he dare go any further? Now Flight, watching the flanks as usual, waiting for opportunities to arise. Smoke towards middle, I would say that's more of a bait smoke, just to kind of see what sort of the reaction's going to be. They're going to push up or off that. It doesn't look like a final commitment at all. MBK tucks himself in the corner here. Nitro has the bomb, but still, 45 seconds on the clock.
Max out. Long no longer a threat, but I tell you what is, it's B. And MBK behind the smoke trying to play the off angle. No support from middle at this point in time. And he only has 47 HP.
Yeah, he could even be naded off this one.
And not only that, he's the only one in B. Even if he gets a few trades and the bomb goes down, they don't have the utility to get back at the site, and they don't have the kits, but they're not looking. They're not looking, and he's got the kills. He's got 2. But again, they still have the issue of getting back inside of the site. The low HP certainly helps, and Alex might just try and go in on this. He might take the initiative. Twist is caught. They cannot go backwards. They have to be in the site on 7 seconds. Zywoo in. Alex, he's searching for it. Bomb gets planted. Stewie has to be incredible with the AWP up close. Alex saves them. We've got overtime.
Somehow they make it work, and it's Liquid giving it up. It felt like it was so dumb when the bomb was going in towards that B position, but MBK, somehow, he lets them walk past. They don't check it. He gets almost 4 kills. It's 2 actual on the board, and then 50 damage to either. That survived, so that was enough for him to pick the round up, but still overtime. We will remain on the T side for Liquid here. It's 16K, as here's the replay from MBK. So the trigger discipline, he must have been sweating bullets at this point. And you can see at least checks it in the end. All it took was one player to check that angle, and that was the map completed. But MBK, he makes it work with 47 HP.
Start off what is MR 316K, and MBK goes down. Stewie with the opener on the AWP. Just to note, only one round was won by either an explosion or a defusal. It was the CT side, so therefore a defuse. The rest were all kills in that second half.
It's been a very fun game to watch, that's for sure. So much skill on the server right now. And Stewie 2K, he did get that opener. MBK spotted. And the flashbang is, oh my goodness, it's very effective, if you don't mind me saying. Zywoo goes down, and now Alex has everything to do on the A side. We've seen his angle so many times. Can he find multiple headshots here? Delivers the first. Knows he can't really commit to the second, but RPK certainly can. They've actually made this round possible now. It goes back to a 3-on-3.
What a turnaround from Vitality. And the low HP on Eligi's made so much noise. Alex just waits. Doesn't want to push through because he can't afford to go down. But Apex has pressure on, or does he? Because his smoke laid. They're not going to be able to go through on this. Naf is out at the long position beside Pit, trying to look toward the site, and they're going to go back that way as a response to that. With 35 seconds, there's not a lot of time. They've got to go through the doors, past the car, and quickly onto the platform.
They have got 2 smokes for the crossover, though. RPK towards Shaw. They can Molotov his position. They can smoke CT spawn, and if they go quickly now, they should be okay. It's Liquid, though, with 3 HP on a leash. He can get sprayed as he crosses over here, and Alex might commit to it as they do go through. Will a player be taken down upon arrival? No, it looks safe. They do need to Molotov towards Shaw before planting. 8 seconds remain here. Nitro takes a nade to the face. The 3-on-3 continues, and the retake begins.
RPK is the only one that doesn't have the kit. Naf has a flash. That's all there is to work with on the T side. They'll go together. They'll look for trades. Step out, headshot available. Nitro does not want to repeat too soon. Naf at the car. Good response from Apex. Another step further. He might not have had the angle. RPK last alive, but the low HP! This guy is only just 2! It belongs to him, and so does the round for Vitality.
RPK just rolling back the years here. The relentless assault towards the A bomb set. They couldn't hold him off. 3 kills in total. He has had one magnificent showing here on Dust 2. It looked like Liquid might have done enough there. Great footwork to even get that bomb planted. It was such a difficult play to make happen. But Alex, you can see with the assist there, doing the damage. RPK just mopping them up. And it's going to be the first round on the CT side here in overtime, going in favor of Vitality. Take a timeout here. My goodness. Liquid had this one in the palm of their hand. And flashbacks not like this. Yes, indeed. Liquid fans, Dust 2. It does always seem to go down in this manner. And absolutely, they clone their major again. I think everyone can agree with that. What an epic
I'll
arena.
say it again now, though. Major or not, you guys out there make this event what it is, and it feels every bit as damn good to me.
I totally agree. Here are the scores on the doors. It's Twist with 30, RPK 29. He really is pulling out all the stops here. Every single scenario seems to find multiple frags. His long positioning has been out of control. And Stewie 2K looks for another challenge towards middle here. It's surely Alex who's waiting those mid doors again, vulnerable to the Molotov. But fast play here from Naf and Elise. They have short control and confirmed that Zywoo is not there with the AWP.
Stewie with patience. Smoke to CT, suggestive of placement in middle. Alex is left alone in that position for now, but Apex won't be able to trade him directly, but he'll be able to watch if he does go down to make sure they don't get much further than CT. Nitro back over to the tunnels, Naf. Elise Twist on catwalk. Twist comes back over, flash in. Does he drop and go? Would require some pretty accurate movement, let alone his precision, and Alex shuts him down. They don't get through either, which means he incendiaries them off. MBK gets another. Alex on a drive-by catches out Elige, and it's down to just Stewie and Nitro. 2 straight rounds potentially for Vitality in overtime.
Oh, Stewie's got to run through the smoke here, AWP in hand, and I'm not sure that's the move they wanted to make, but Nitro somehow finds the shot. And a second, all of a sudden the round turns on his head. They might have a say in this one. Zywoo, does he want to face off this? He absolutely does. Can he close it out early? As Nitro has 20 seconds to try and make this work. Towards the tunnel he looks, and that's where RPK waits. The pincer comes through, and Vitality pick up yet another round. Remember, 16K, so there is money available, but the headline rings that Vitality are up 2-0 here on overtime on their map pick. They are making this happen.
The last 2 alive, Zywoo and RPK, have combined for 58 kills.
Wow.
Good luck in that clutch. So Stewie toward long with a couple of flashes, but it's going to be a rush. We haven't seen this from Liquid. They're going to try and change it up, or are they? They snap over to the right instead. I thought maybe they would go, but Molotov down instead. Would have been a bold call for overtime. Iwu's still in mid. Smoke down. Oh, he saw them. No, he didn't. I thought he would react when he pulled the Molotov out, and they catch him. That's a freebie for Liquid. Double incendiary, and Twist with his accuracy finds MBK as well. Alex wants to elevate himself so as to catch off the remainders, but the remainders Nitro, and he's holding for a reason. Look at Apex. He's still in closet. Twist has to get that kill because Naf's coming in with the bomb.
Well,
and that might be enough.
I think it might be at this stage. It's been an emphatic round, but RPK surely in the 3 versus 1 after taking one down. They know exactly where he is. Will not be able to get anywhere near that B-bomb, so the flashbang is spot on. They spotted him once again. Damage done, and we're looking for this final round here for Team Liquid to make the scoreline 2-1. They will pick it up. It's 18 to find map points, 19 to close it out. If it gets to 18-18, double overtime will come through. They swap over now as Team Liquid go towards the CT side. Will they bring out that double orb setup? Stewie hasn't looked as promising on this map, but they ready up and he has purchased a weapon. Great shots from Twist here. What can you do about that? Stewie 2K with the flank as well, just as Alex was getting ready to try and shut down the B-split. Double orb setup, CT side. ZywOo, no damage on the cross.
Apex this time is, oh man, so fast. I think faster.
Oh no!
He made a mistake. He wanted to go fast, he fell.
He fumbled.
That isn't fumble, that is giving it away. That's a free kick. That's unreal that that happens at that time, and he's so unfortunate that the positioning of Naf is perfect to capitalize.
Try to jump up, try to be quick, and had to reposition, and that stage it gives it up. One round will just tie things up here. It's a 5 versus 4. Twist knows he has to get the hell out of there, which he does in the nick of time just before the smoke dissipates here. And it looks like a full commitment towards A is coming through. RPK spearheaded the operation to challenge Nafly and Elige.
Great shot, NBK. Twist has been absolutely dominant in the pit in the first half, and he's removed very quickly this time. And NBK, as a result, now looks toward the smoke. Thankfully, there is smoke because that gives Elige a bit of a lifeline. Not much of one because a Molotov down. He wants to strike back. It's dissipated. He beats them to it. He drops the bomb. 49 seconds, and Alex goes back to recover it in a 2-on-2. Didn't spot Nitro below, but the LWP suggests he wants to go for the fast shot. MBK gets it instead, all on Stewie. And he's been quiet on Dust. This one needs to be perfect. First shot, no need to overcommit and drop down, so he stays high. MBK trying to buy himself time. Smoke already on the bomb, though. He can hold this. No sense for the Molotov on top. MBK's got to run. He's got to go quicker than that. He's got to get there just in time. Not enough. Not enough. Liquid tie the game.
It comes right down to the wire there. Stewie 2K in the smoke. He spotted the position of the C4. It wasn't ideal. MBK had to track him down. I think if Stewie doesn't get that smoke down, he actually doesn't get the defuse in. It comes down to the last few milliseconds there. And you're absolutely right. Liquid get it with the last few seconds there. It's going to be 17-17. No damage done on the cross. Slowing things down back to the default. Liquid will pick up the first round of the second half of overtime here, but it wasn't easy.
ZywOo back out in middle. We've had already a few double overtimes in this tournament.
Oh, yes.
That's not out of possibility yet in this one either. Stewie 2K looks inside of the tunnel. Apex, RPK, both there, and Stewie's gonna go. Pre-scoped. But even if he does, he's gotta get away so quickly.
They've got 2 players there. Even if he gets the 1, he's in trouble here. And down he goes. RPK hits another stunning shot there to get the advantage. Who will post map point first? It's looking likely to be Vitality at this point, but 1 minute remaining. Nafly, the only player towards A, and he's dropped down towards spawn. Molotov there, and it's Twist is all the way in the pit as well. This is going to be such a difficult round if they do commit towards the A-bomb site, which looks likely at this stage. Alex out towards middle, hits the shot. This is going to be their round. Vitality, 5-on-3 lead.
And Twist, the only one left on that side, has to go aggressive. MBK beat him inside the pit last round, and he knows that. What? A fantastic response to what was a dink and then a door shot. That gives them long for at least on the retake, but how do they approach it? Because RPK is already getting aggressive. Apex as well towards short. Alex, am I not mistaken in saying he's down below? As he sits inside of CT. Didn't want to be misled and say that when he's on quad. And Elige was somewhat aware of it, but that should secure the round. There's not really much access back in. Incendiary at least pushes him out of the corner, but Nitro might pick up this kill. They're not going to get any closer to a bomb that is ticking away. And it's done. It's match point Vitality. Incredible turn of fate, especially in the second half. You have to consider where they came from. It might have been 8-7, but they weren't compelling an argument that was saying to me there was no chance for Liquid. Well, RPK and ZywOo silenced that.
Yeah, they absolutely did, and you're going to be treated as something a little bit special here, ladies and gentlemen. The French have brought out the auto snipers for the final rounds here. It's going to be a lot of damage, and at least attempted toward those mid doors at the very start. What a job Alex did. He really has come into his own delivering. There it is! The auto sniper. We don't see it too often, but when it works out, it does look good. And it's going to be a 5-on-4 to kick off the round. Sui2K is the one to be dropped, and Twist, he'll actually just push long off the bat here. That's a hell of a call. He brings the round back to a 4-on-4, an even keel, and he actually has control of middle as well. This could be a B finish from Vitality. Nitro in a Legion position.
Yeah, Twist is taking matters into his own hands. He's still on 34. I say still. He's on 34 ahead of everyone else. Nitro needs to make up for the fact that they lost B last time. RPK goes down and leads with 2. Nitro steps back out again, and ZywOo to get the bomb back. Again, we said double overtime isn't out of possibility, isn't unbelievably impossible, but it might be with ZywOo finally hitting shots like that as he steps back into the door, and he won't plant. There's no rush. Slow it down as Nab walks out. ZywOo confirms the second map for Vitality.